Greetings, people of the internet, as I do another character design. Yeah, I know I keep doing character designs. I thought this week I'd do something different, but that didn't happen. And I designed another character. Yet again. A few days ago, I asked a bunch of questions and polls on my Instagram story for you guys to answer and fill out for me, and then I would take those and design a character. This is by no means a new idea. I've seen a number of artists doing this, or some version of this, and I used to do it, and I love them, and I realized recently I hadn't done one in a while, and doing one for a YouTube video was the perfect excuse. And now that I actually have some followers and people who will actually see it and interact, makes it a lot more interesting and helpful. So, and I do a lot of these sort of more interactive things on Instagram, and if you're interested in that, you can follow me there at paranoid_rat. Paranoid_rat. I cannot talk. It is way too late to be recording this right now, but I'm doing it anyways. Anyways, let's get into it. I started off writing out everything I needed to include. So this character had to be agender, tall, have medium to dark skin, a warm color palette, be an ambivert, dress for cold weather, be a Hufflepuff Ravenclaw, and then I also asked questions where you guys supplied all the information. These were really fun to read and almost impossible to choose, so I tried to include as many as I could and use just whichever one sparked the most inspiration. Zopori, I'm not sure how you say your name, I'm sorry if I ruined it, suggested rat-human mix, which would be a crime not to include. Since I am a rat thing. And Nano also said warlock, so I'm making it a rat person warlock, naturally. And finally, I asked for any other random traits. These were amazing, and I tried to include as many as I could, and still have it make sense and not be too absurd. The ones I decided on were prosthetic arm, multiple eyes, coffee addict, and protective of cheese stash. And Nano also included that they listen to a lot of Neutral Milk Hotel, which I had to include that because Neutral Milk Hotel is awesome. If you haven't heard of them, they are amazing. Listen to their music, it's great. And I just realized I forgot to add that to the design. Shit. It's fine. We all know deep down that they like Neutral Milk Hotel. They don't need to scream it for everybody to know. So, keeping all of that in mind, I started drawing. I sketched them out a few times. I talked about this in my video with tips for designing characters, where I draw them a lot before I settle into a final drawing. The more I draw it, and the quicker, I will naturally and subconsciously become more confident in the shape language and lines, and see what needs work, and what is just more important in their design and crucial to it, I guess. I don't really hear anyone talking about doing that for character design. I mean, somebody certainly has. I just haven't really seen it. And this is a technique I love and use all the time, and it works like magic. So, okay, I had a lot of things to keep in mind for this character design. I wanted to keep them very, fantasy-centered. I haven't designed, a full-on dark fantasy character in a while, so this was super fun to just design a random fantasy character. And I was kind of unsure about the prosthetic arm, but I decided it's a magical prosthetic arm. Since they're a warlock, it makes sense. I also covered it in magical eyes, so I just knocked 2 things off the list with that one. I struggled a lot with the outfit and keeping the whole design pretty gender neutral. I eventually settled on the capelet and skirt thing, but not making it overtly feminine. And I think it looks pretty good in the end, if I don't say so myself. I gave them dark bags under their eyes, hence the caffeine addiction. And I haven't unhealthy need to draw eyes on everything, so the prompt was perfect, and I incorporated a bunch of eyes into the outfit. Naturally. As I drew them, I tried to imagine their character, who this thing is as a person in the world. I think of them as a very intellectual rat person. Nervous and very anxious, and usually just hides away studying and practicing their dark craft, and never sleeps, and eats too much cheese in Blast Neutral Milk Hotel at 3 in the morning, making all of their neighbors hate their guts. But they also have a few friends that they can really liven up and come out of their shell with, and are a huge party animal. And you don't really see it in the design, but deep down, there's a wild beast inside of them. That just sounds weird. I went off script and I'm regretting it. Where was I? Oh yes, but the true love is their work and cheese. Oh, how they love their cheese. Touch their cheese and they will break you. I also decided to name them Mary. Don't ask why. Sounded right. Moving on. I just hit something. Colors. Colors have pretty... The colors came pretty easily too. They had to have a warm color palette and medium to dark skin, which was perfect for the rat thing. I tried to keep the colors limited to the reds for the outfit, the pale rat tail pink, yellow, and even kept the dark grays and stuff on the warmer side to keep it all together color-wise. This was unnecessarily fun. Drawing things based on prompts is always just really fun, I guess. It pushes me to draw things I don't usually draw, even though this is the thing I love to draw. I just sometimes forget to. I don't know if that makes any sense, but sometimes I just fall into the same ruts of what to draw. And the drawings get boring, and I get bored until I remember I have free will and can draw whatever the frick-frack I want. So I draw a cheese-obsessed rat person warlock with a prosthetic eyeball, arm, and anxiety. And sometimes you just need that extra boost to get you back on the train of what you love to draw, I guess. Because things like this take functioning think meat, and sometimes the think meat doesn't want to function and come up with the creepy and weird stuff, so I need alternative solutions. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Anyways, like I said, this was fun. I love doing random character designs. If you guys like this, I might do another one at some point. Content. Huzzah. Gotta give the people what they want, I guess. Thanks for sticking to the end. I greatly appreciate it. God, it's way too late to be recording stuff for a video. If you're new here, subscribe, and you can join my army of paranoid, anxiety-ridden ratlings. If you're not, thanks for actually enjoying my content, I guess. I never know what to say at the end of these. Till next week, I guess. Goodbye. You may leave now.